The Bulldogs have won their last 10 meetings against FCS opponents and have done it by an average of 25.5 points, which is why it's no surprise the Wildcats will be the underdog in tonight's season opener. Now, the Dragons may have the upper hand as they've beaten Abilene High 4 of the 5 times they've played, but there's just something about this 2015 Warbird squad that has everyone excited. The Indians' defense has been holding them to 2 to 3 yards per game, which means they've kind of turned to their throwing offense. In fact, their last 2 touchdowns have been off of passing plays, and it's kind of opened it up for them. The Breckenridge Buckaroos are sitting at 500 on the season going into tonight's game against Boyd, a team that also shares a 4-4 record. We have no way of predicting who's going to come out on top in this one, but what I can see just from looking up at the skies, there could be some crazy weather, and we know there's going to be some great football tonight. But let's just keep our fingers crossed, there's no lightning. Abilene Cooper has felt the highs of big wins, like their goal line stop against Ryder in the final seconds of the game, and the lows of defeat, like their blowout against Abilene High in the Crosstown Showdown. Devin Johnson, who usually gets big runs, big carries multiple times per game, usually averages about 200 yards per game so far this season. He has not gotten very many breakaway runs at all. In fact, I've seen him drop behind the line of scrimmage a couple times. The Bulldogs have been a staple in the playoffs the last 30 years of head coach Hugh Sandifer's time here at Wiley, while the Eagles have been to 3 out of the last 4 state title matches, which is why it's no surprise that Bulldog Stadium is hosting the Class 4A marquee matchup of the week. The Warbirds have to produce on the ground, and thankfully that's exactly what these guys have been doing recently, as in their last 3 games they've put up over 1,000 rushing yards.
These are the precious moments that make up ACU freshman cornerback J.R. Hall's journey to college athletics. And just as quickly as a photo is snapped, a young man's life can change forever.
So I had to rush home and get my cleats, and I was going home to get some food. And I was in a rush, I lost control.
Just a couple of days before signing his letter of intent to play Division I football, JR was in a severe car accident that could have easily taken his life. But after waking up days later, his only concern was...
I mouthed out the words, I didn't get the sign. That was like the first thing. Like as soon as I came back to, she's like, I didn't get the sign.
Thankfully, JR had impressed ACU head football coach Ken Collins with a lot more than his ability to make a tackle.
I want to know who the guy is. I want to know what his heart is. That's J.R. Hall, and he was one of the most positive people you could ever be around.
You gotta stop.
And we tell these guys, we're going to walk through life with you, and it just started a little bit sooner for J.R. Hall.
Instead of playing the game he devoted his entire life to, JR is now going to rehab and learning to live his life from a wheelchair. But if that bothers him at all, you'd never know.
Everything is a mindset, so it's like how you take it. So you see me every day with a smile on my face. I'm not going to be down about it. Can't change it, so why be down?
And that's the end of the first quarter.
JR, how you doing, man? He goes, Coach, I'm great. I mean, why would I be any different? I'm getting to watch a football practice. These guys out here. And that's what is phenomenal about him.
That infectious smile and unwavering positivity has inspired the entire Wildcats sideline.
Hey, let's get live. What do you think, huh?
I always try and keep them motivated to do better. And practices as well.
He just seemed like a upbeat kid with great spirits and a lot of heart. So, we just became friends.
Freshman cornerback Jabari Butler can always count on a little encouragement from a fellow corner and a friend.
Well, sometimes he'll give me a good luck text or tell me I did a good job on a certain play.
It'll be 3rd 12, ACU.
While doctors say his return to the football field is nearly impossible, JR believes one day he'll be suiting up as a Wildcat.
Touchdown, ACU!
I see me getting back into football form and playing for Coach Collins. I feel like I owe him so much more because he still extended that scholarship, so I feel like I need to get out here and play for him. I really want to.
I'm Dani Rondeau with KXVA, Fox News First.